Hey guys, Five here with episode number 1 of our Arsenal career mode on FIFA 21. Let's get things started straight away. This episode we're going to have, I think, definitely the pre-season and maybe the first game of the season, as well as a couple of transfers that I thought of. If you obviously think of some transfers, comment them down below. Yeah, let's just get right into this. Let's make our guy look like ourselves. So we go on. That was probably all sped up. That was like all speeded up. You probably didn't even hear anything I said there. But we're going for Arsenal for our starting career mode. So let's just get right into it. Setting it up. We're just going to go for 4 minutes whilst on the 10-hour access. No financial takeover, strict negotiations, no international jobs, transfer window, yes. European competitions, yes. We should be in the Europa League. Obviously, we're not going to have a proper group as of right now because the group stage is actually tomorrow. We're going to go... Do we go Ultimate or Legendary? I reckon we go Legendary for right now. And let's go. Right, so pre-season we've got an 8.55, an 8.73 and an 8.82. So Juventus and Leipzig are the toughest in this one. We're probably the best in this one. And Bayern Munich are in this one. I reckon we go for the European Shield and try and guarantee ourselves a bit of money because we are one of the probably the best teams in this group. So we'll go for the European Shield. Okay, so let's take a look at the squad. Let's go from goalkeepers all the way down to the attackers. So we've got Leno, Dejan Iliev, Matt Macy. So we might need to sign a backup goalkeeper who's a bit higher rated. Left backs we've got Kieran Tierney and Kolasinac. Centre backs we've got Castanistos and Mavropanos, Oluwu, Medley, Socrates, Chambers, Murray, Holding, Gabriel, Saliba, David Luiz, Mustafi. So I think we're pretty set for centre backs right now, unless we sell on a few, maybe to try and get some funds. Right back, we've got right back and right wing back. We've got 3 options in Cedric, Hector Bellerin, and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. In the midfield, we have got a couple of CDMs in Lucas Torreira, Guendouzi, El Neni, and Granit Xhaka. Out on loan, we've got Ben Sheaf and Matthew Smith. Saka is a left mid on this game. I think I might convert him to a left wing back. He's very good though. Got Danny Ceballos in on loan for the season. Smith Rowe, who I'm probably going to look to loan out. Willock, again, probably look to loan him out. Mesut Ozil, I think I'll give him this season to maybe prove himself. He does have a year left on his contract, so maybe he'll be performing for the contract for us. Got Nicolas Pepe, Osei Tutu, Gabriel Martinelli, Willian, Reece Nelson, Coyle, Nketiah, Balogun, Alba, Lacazette, and John Jules. So, let's, I reckon, go and build the squad that we're going to start this season out with, I think. So this is what we're going to go for to start off the season, a 4-2-3-1. We're going to go with Leno in goal, a backline of Kieran Tierney at left back, Gabriel and David Luiz as our 2 centre backs, Hector Bellerin at right back, Ceballos and Xhaka as our 2 centre defensive midfielders. Ozil is going to start in at the cam position. We're going to give him the season to redeem himself. Aubameyang out on the left, Pepe out on the right, and Lacazette up top by himself. The bench, we could probably do a bit of switching and changing on the bench. Boom, there we go. So that's the bench as well. We've got a quite young bench actually. If we scroll down, so we've got 22-year-old, a 19-year-old, a 24-year-old, a 21-year-old, an 18-year-old. We've got Willian is going to probably be the oldest one on the bench at 31, and Martinelli, who is 19. And what I think I'm going to do with Martinelli, I think I'm going to retrain him to be a striker, and also kind of improve his skill moves and his weak foot. So, speaking of that, let's go and take a look at the development. I'm going to be chucking a couple of these boys on the transfer list as well, and I'll talk about that in a minute as well. How do I change his position? There we go. And we want to make him a striker. So how long is that going to take us? 18 weeks. Or we could change him to a centre forward, which takes 7. I think we're just going to go straight for it. Go straight to a striker. 18 weeks. Yeah, I reckon that's going to be good for him. So in just a little bit's time, he will become a striker as his full position. I'm quickly going to list up some boys onto the transfer list. So I'll be right back with them in a minute. Right, boys, so the transfer list, we've got 32-year-old Socrates, Pablo Mari, who's 26 and 75 overall, Mohamed El Neni, Lucas Torreira, Guendouzi. I've put Guendouzi on it because I'm not a big fan of Guendouzi in real life. And yeah, we're going to look to get rid of him. Willock, Smith Rowe on the loan list, as well as Nketiah and Balogun. And I've actually chucked Lacazette on the transfer list. And I need your opinion on this one, boys. If we sell Lacazette, just comment down below if you think we should sell Lacazette or not. And if you do think we should sell him, chuck a replacement for him on that as well. But I think now it is time that we sim forward and we try and get ourselves a bit of money. So, oh, we've also got players in the youth academy. I forgot you start this year with preloaded players in the youth academy. We've got a couple of decent ones here in Afonso Borges, a Brazilian left midfielder, and Ben Mertens, 77 to 94. He's a Belgian right midfielder. Be interesting ones to keep an eye on right now. We do actually have an offer here for Willock from Torino. It's got an option to buy in it though. I'm going to reject that. I do not want the option to buy. I just want to loan him out. Porto, the first match we're just going to quick sim the group stage games. A 2-1 loss. Oh man. Pepe. What does that X on the ball mean? Is that a missed penalty by Pepe there? I don't know. An offside goal. Luis Diaz put them 1-0 up just before half time. Aubameyang got us back ahead 20 minutes after half time. But just 7 minutes after that, they scored with Suarez to make it 2-1. We've not started off the group stages as I had thought in my head when picking this one. So for Mari, no, I don't want to loan him. I want to sell him. And Mustafi, okay, I wasn't actually looking to sell Mustafi or Saliba. Saliba's definitely going nowhere. Mari, I don't want to loan him. And Mustafi, they've offered 12.8. He's worth 12.5. He's 28 years old. I'm gonna accept that. He has got a mistake in him. We all know that. And yeah, I'm going to sell him on. 12.8 million, not too bad for him if you ask me. Smith Rowe, a loan offer here to Villa. No option to buy. He's going to get Premier League experience. Should he accept that, that's a good deal there. As we go into this game here against FC Nantes, hopefully we can get a victory here. Quick sim. 2-1 to ourselves. Here we go. Lacazette in the 26th minute. Lacazette and Guendouzi scored for ourselves. I couldn't scroll back up there for some reason. But 2-1, so we've now got a loss and a win. And it all goes down to this game against Monaco now, pretty much. Okay, so here, we've got an offer for Guendouzi of 23.2 million. And an offer for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang from Real Madrid for 60.7. He's the captain, so I'm going to block offers for him. But for Guendouzi, I'm actually going to go and negotiate, see if we can get closer to around 35, maybe even 40 million for him. A bit closer to his release clause. Here we go then. Benfica. They've offered 23.2. They've got any players? Let's actually see if they've got any players we might might be interested in. Ruben Diaz is yet to join. Okay, now we'll propose a new fee. We'll go 37.5 million because he does have a lot of potential. Old Guendouzi, he's only 21 years old, and they're storming out. I would expect that, really, if we're being honest. Ooh, Spurs have signed Josef Martinez. Big signing. Right, so Smith Rowe has been loaned out to Villa. He's going to be there for a year. Great experience for him there. Mustafi's been sold to Sociedad, enjoying his time in Spain. We get 10 million from his transfer fee. Quick sim, the final game of the group stage. A win would be nice, and we get one. 1-0 is the final score. It was just before half-time by Pepe in the 44th minute. As we go and to take on Atalanta. Now, because this is a knockout group, let's try the new simming feature. See how this one works out. It should look like a game of FM. Obviously, in this we can jump in at any point as well, which is very useful. But Pepe, early on in this game, he was offside. It's a back and forth game, but a game not full of too many chances. I will say that. Speaking though, there is a chance here. Number 10 tucks it into the back of the net. Alejandro Gomez, 69 minutes into the game, makes it 1-0 to Atalanta. And as it stands, we are getting knocked out. Not really what you want this late into the game when you're looking for a goal. There's literally a minute left. Out wide, Willian. Can he whip it in? Can we whip it in, please, boys? Whip it in. Oh, and it's cleared away. And the game ends 1-0 to Atalanta. Gomez with the crucial goal. Did our substitutions not go through? Bit strange. But we are knocked out. We would have played Napoli in the final. But this does mean we can now go and try and make a couple of transfers. So, another offer for Willock, this time from Ajax. That's a brilliant place to go. And it's just a normal loan as well. That's a brilliant place where you can go out on loan. We get 3.3 million from that. Okay, so this is the current transfer list for ourselves. We've got two defensive-minded midfielders in Dennis Zakaria and Thomas Partey, a more attacking-minded player in Houssem Aouar, and a much more creative attacking player in Torgan Hazard from Borussia Mönchengladbach. This is going to be would bring Torgan Hazard in the cam position to replace Mesut Ozil. Aouar would come in and replace Ceballos in the first team, obviously because Ceballos is on loan. We'd rather have a player that we permanently have at the club in the first team. And Partey or Zakaria would come in and replace Granit Xhaka in the first team. And let's try and see if we can give him a little swap deal for maybe for Guendouzi, or maybe even offer them Lacazette back. And we'll see how that turns out. Maybe if Lacazette plus a bit of money for Aouar. Okay, obviously Lacazette, a former Lyon player. But what we'll start off with is a player swap. We'll try a midfielder. We will try Guendouzi, 35 million. 35 million plus Guendouzi. It's a replacement in the midfield and a nice chunk of money as well. Let's see what they say. They want 60 million plus Guendouzi. I think that's actually pretty close to what they offered for Thomas Partey. They offered 50 million plus Guendouzi, I do believe, is what Atleti wanted. Let's try 42.5. Just try and negotiate with them a little bit. Don't want to be spending too much of our money on Aouar. He is probably going to be the highest potential player that we bring in, but 60 million, they're nailed on that 60 million mark. I don't really want to give 50 million plus Guendouzi. If it came to it, I'd rather just keep Guendouzi myself and look for a different option. Keep Ceballos for this season, maybe. So I think that is actually what we're going to do. I think I'm going to end negotiations. I think we're going to keep Ceballos for his season-long loan. Maybe come back to Aouar next season or in the next episode if you guys recommend any good centre midfield players. But I think what we're going to go in for is Thomas Partey or Zakaria. I think I'm going to go for Thomas Partey just purely because they are linked with him in real life. Again, we will offer Guendouzi and maybe a little bit of money, depending on what Diego Simeone wants, as we talk with the big man. But we offer a player in the midfield. It's going to be, again, a like-for-like swap. Now, we could offer... No, let's try this. Let's offer Lucas Torreira now, plus 15 million. That's just over Thomas Partey's current value in terms of the value of Torreira added onto the transfer fee. 50 million. Oh no, they don't want the player, but they would take 50 million. Guendouzi and 25 million. Let's try that. Again, they don't want a player. They just want 50 million straight up. Let's propose a new fee. Let's try a little bit less, somewhere closer to 40, and let's edit the selling clause to 20%. This is like proper Arsenal right now, trying to negotiate down a big fee. 45. He's going to be key defensively for this squad. Obviously, we had him in the Atleti career mode last year. They're nailed on that 50 million. We'll try one last one at 47 and a half, just to try and get a little negotiated deal. And they accept it. We win the outcome in this negotiation battle. And we will now go into contract negotiations with Thomas Partey. He's going to come in. He's going to replace Granit Xhaka in the first team. I'm going to look at Thorgan Hazard out wide and potentially a new striker. I'm not 100% yet. I'm probably going to give Lacazette the game against Liverpool. I'll let you guys decide in the comments down below who you think we should sign as a replacement. And yeah, so we're going to end the episode off. We're probably just going to sign Thomas Partey in this episode. But for right now, I think that's good enough. We'll give him 4 years. We'll disregard the release clause. And for his wages, we'll give him a nice little boost up to 150 and a nice signing on bonus of 750k. I know we'll give him 800k. That's a reasonable offer. My client is happy with that. So there we go. The first official signing of the career mode. Thomas Partey is joining us here at Arsenal. Brilliant. You'll love to see it. Let's go and chuck him into the first team. What number? Is the number 5 available? Yeah, it is. Socrates is going to be shipped out. So we can give Thomas Partey his number 5 jersey. Just like that. There we go. Thomas Partey has joined the Gunners. We do have 2 offers here. One for Callum Chambers. Huesca. Huesca, they've come in for Rob Holding. They've come in for Pablo Mari. And now they've come in for Callum Chambers. They want a centre-back, but I'm not going to give them one. Eddie Nketiah for 2 years at Granada. I think that would be pretty good, actually. 2 years in La Liga. He's going to get guaranteed first-team football at a team like Granada. We look at Hector Bellerin. Spurs. Definite rejection there. Spurs definitely not getting one of our players. Barcelona come in for Torreira. Now let's negotiate a deal with Barcelona. Let's check if they've got any players that we'd like to potentially do a swap deal for. Because there's probably 1 or 2. That's Ronald Koeman. Just ignore it. It does kind of look like him. But let's have a look. So obviously they've got Messi. Dembele, no. Fati, no, not really. What midfielders do they have? They've got Coutinho at Cam. They've signed Jorginho. Ricky Puig might be good. They obviously want to get rid of him in real life. Mateus Pereira. So have they got rid of Coutinho, or is he a winger? I didn't quite. Okay, so he must be a winger. They've still got Suarez. They've got Braithwaite. Alaba, Semedo, Firpo, Lenglet, Umtiti. Now that might be a good one. Samuel Umtiti. Maybe a straight swap. Let's propose a new fee. Because obviously they came in to us for Torreira. Let's see what they say about that. Samuel Umtiti for Lucas Torreira. because that would be really helpful in our centre back. With our centre back problem, they aren't the biggest fans of him. Nope. Maybe I might actually go in and try and pick him up. Once we've sold maybe one more or two more centre backs, I think he might be a good one to pick up. We've still got about a week before the Liverpool match, so let's go and approach to buy him. Obviously, he joined them last year from Borussia Mönchengladbach. So let's see how we can maybe offer again. We'll offer a player, a midfielder if possible. Again, we'll offer them Lucas Torreira plus 7.5 mil. Again, just to go slightly over the current value of the player we're offering for. They want 30 million plus Torreira. Are you having a laugh? Are you having a laugh? These strict negotiations are no joke. I can half that. I'll give you 15 mil plus Torreira. You're having a laugh. These strict negotiations are tough. I genuinely think the biggest position we need to potentially replace is Mesut Ozil. Just in case he doesn't perform how we want. Eddie Nketiah will be going to Granada for 2 years. That's brilliant. Socrates, Leipzig have offered for him. It's in between his kind of what we can expect for him is actually his value. So we sell him. I think I'm going to go in for Umtiti at centre back, but I think I'm going to try and pick Umtiti up before we play Liverpool. I think he'll be a very big use to us. So they want between 48 and 69 million pounds. We'll try and offer Torreira plus 25. We'll try Guendouzi. We'll try a couple of different combinations of players. But if we offer a player swap, a midfielder, and we offer them Matheus Torreira, and we offer them 27.5. I'm comfortable with the deal, including Torreira. Brilliant. That gets Torreira off our books. Is a player we weren't going to use anyway, and we were replaced with Thomas Partey. And it allows us to actually try and pick up Samuel Umtiti, who's out of favour at Barca. It weakens Barca, in my opinion. He's probably he's probably better than PK, probably just behind Lenglet in terms of their centre backs. But that is a good pickup, I believe, from ourselves. He's going to be crucial. He is going to we'll give him 4 years till he's 30. We will give him the exact same wages as he's currently on as well. Oh, okay, brilliant. So he wants 1 mil after 10. Let's give that. Instead of giving him a nice bonus after 10 appearances, we up his wages and give him a nice little signing on bonus. He's nodding his head. It's not quite what the lad was hoping for, but he's eager to join the squad. Brilliant. There we go. Samuel Umtiti, Thomas Partey, 2 signings have joined us. So this is going to end the episode off. We're going to play Liverpool. And then we will discuss Lacazette and a couple of other players. But Umtiti, unlucky for some, he had number 13 there if you saw. So Samuel Umtiti joining from Barcelona. He's a bargain according to the media. And he's going to come in and shore up our defence, definitely. And I'll see you in the Liverpool game, which is going to be our first game at Wembley. I'll see you then. Right, so as we prepare for the first game of the series, taking on Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, in the Community Shield, we've got a nice little press conference. So, it looks as if grabbing Umtiti from Barcelona might turn out to be a brilliant bit of business. I'll definitely say he's going to make the difference here, because I really do believe he is kind of the missing piece in the puzzle and part of our defence. Obviously, Arsenal were in for Umtiti a couple of years back. The same can actually be said for Partey in my opinion. Again, he's the lad's got something to prove. Obviously, we paid big money for Thomas Partey. He's going to want to prove that he can back that up. As for Callum Chambers, we sold Socrates off camera. I completely forgot to show you that, but we did sell him. He's gone now. So obviously with Umtiti replacing him, that's brilliant. Chambers, I'll say he's got all the tools. We've got a lot of rotation at centre back, so that's good to see. We've obviously got Umtiti, David Luiz, Saliba, Gabriel, Chambers and Rob Holding. So I probably will loan out one of the Holding or Chambers. Okay, here we go. The first game of the FIFA 21 Ultimate. The FIFA 21 Arsenal Career Mode is here. We've got the boys warming up. We're doing the El Rondo. Seems like the Liverpool players are just doing one bounce. You can see who's drilled their team more, me or Jurgen Klopp. Definitely me. Thierry Henry looking on over the boys. Let's do this. You put in a performance like Thierry Henry in this kind of game, you go down as an Arsenal legend. We're at Wembley. It's going to be tough. A couple of new faces in our lineup. I didn't see any new faces in the Liverpool lineup, but Lacazette and Mesut Ozil. This is a big game for them. This is a huge game for them. They don't perform in this game. Next episode, most likely, they're going to be gone and replaced. Especially Lacazette, because I really do want a nice clinical striker or a skillful winger for the squad. Either Aubameyang going up top or staying out wide, depending on who we sign. And for Ozil, we just want a nice creative performance from him. Nice 4-2-3-1. Liverpool obviously playing a 4-3-3 as they always do. So for Liverpool, their starting 11, they've got Alisson, Trent, Nathaniel Phillips, Van Dijk. I'm not sure how you play that. Tsikmas, Henderson, Fabinho, Milner, Mane, Roberto Firmino, and Salah. So they've got a weakness in their centre-back partnership. No Gomez, no Matip. They've gone for Phillips, a youngster. So maybe, just maybe, that's going to help out Lacazette in his performance here today. Look at that though, he's ready. Here we go, boys. Let's get it done. Big performance here. We can win our first piece of silverware in episode number 1 of the career mode. Kieran Tierney's having none of it though. Blocking him down really nicely. Oh, he's actually got past him. Salah's the man we want to look out for. There we go. Nice little foot on it. Here we go. Could be a chance here. Mesut. Out wide. Pepe's got a bit of space. He's either going to have to cut inside on his left foot. He does so. Looking to curl one. Curl one. Lacquer. Blocked. It's going to be a corner for ourselves. Call the man short in Ceballos. Ignore that though. Whip it across. Thomas Partey was arriving. Just unfortunate there. We couldn't quite get the man there. But David Luiz coming out to Tsikmas, the Greek left back. He's going to drop off now. Allow Pepe to push. Favouring this side to Pepe. And it's worked out really nicely here. On his left foot. No, on his weaker right. Didn't quite work out. We are going to play it short to Ceballos. Edge of the box. Aubameyang. Left foot. Blocked. Can he win the header? Yes, we can. That was Mesut Ozil winning that header, I do believe. He's just going to charge his run. He's brought Van Dijk out wide. Ceballos in the midfield. Mesut. Little chance here for Thomas Partey. Back outside even further. Aubameyang. Oh, great save by Alisson. All the chances have come on our way though. We're catching him on the counter after winning the ball back in the midfield. It's really working quite effectively. Mesut, left foot, blocked. Ceballos and Thomas Partey, I think, are going to be a very, very good combination in the midfield. One that likes to just... They both like to go forward, as we've seen already so far. Overlapping run by Kieran Tierney. He's got no one in the middle. He's just going to dink one across. Mesut Ozil, edge of the box. Tried to find Lacquer. Tried to be a bit clever there. Instead of maybe hitting it himself. Just trying to find his man. Didn't quite work out the way we had planned though. Nicely away by Ceballos. But it's fallen to the man. Great block. Get it out, boys. Okay, Aubameyang could actually have something here. Lacquer over the top. That's brilliant. First time. Oh, and it's a great save by Alisson again. Lovely link-up play between Alba and Lacazette. Gini Wijnaldum is a bit more attacking than Fabinho. Ceballos looking to dink one across himself. Lacazette went for the audacious. Didn't quite work out. It did take a deflection though. We're going to just go for the same technique here. This time though, edge of the box to Alba. Oh, I tried to drill that one across the face of goal. It didn't quite work out. That's a brilliant ball over the top by Van Dijk. Kieran Tierney kind of caught napping here against Salah, which is something you definitely cannot do. Managed to force it back though. Done brilliantly there. In terms of defensive work, Kieran Tierney. Oh, he cut inside passes, man! Oh, so lucky there. Lovely bit of dribbling. We're also quite lucky he didn't get clipped there by Hector Bellerin. Could Willian maybe put a kind of his name in the hat for a starting position in the first team? Because if he gets a goal here today, I will definitely think about it. He's one-on-one with Phillips. He's seemed to have got the better of him. Inside to Alba. Curls one. Great save. Pepe. Offside. Offside. Nicolas Pepe. How unfortunate. He is just offside as Aubameyang strikes the ball. Really unfortunate. We had the ball in the back of the net. Will we live to regret that? I'm really happy that I picked him up. He wasn't even on my kind of shortlist in my head of players I wanted to pick up when I started this career mode. But he's definitely going to be one I think I'm going to enjoy. The Brazilian against the Brazilian. Oh, it's back inside. Firmino, one-on-one. We are going to regret it. We are going to regret the chance there by Pepe. Roberto Firmino makes it 1-0 to Liverpool. But now, this last couple of minutes, we've got to be all out now. Try and get in the goal. Not doing that, Thomas Partey. Come on, lad. Oh, and they could double their lead here. Great save, Leno. Great save. Maybe we go 2 up top, I'm thinking right now. Because Lacazette up there by himself, he's not been the best. But I do think I want to keep him. But that just depends on what we want to do with Pepe. We've got a final chat. Referee, come on, we're on the counter. It's the last minute and we're on the counter. The referee's blown the whistle. He screwed us over there. That referee, I will say that. We're unfortunate. Really unfortunate result there. Alisson had a blinder of a game. Saved multiple of our chances. Liverpool are going to lift the Carabao Cup. They're probably going to win the league in this first season as well. I'm going to think of a way to go 2 up top with Aubameyang and Lacazette both there. Maybe going to a 4-4-2 or something like that. But I will see you guys in episode number 2. This has been a great first episode in terms of transfers picked up, especially Umtiti. Really wasn't expecting him to be as good as he was. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. It's the first of many. If you guys have enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and peace.